Yo, what's going on YouTube? So, as you can see by the title of this video, man, I don't know why I got to rambling like that, but I decided I'm about to do something different. So this was a video I originally posted in my academy for my Wealthy Talks members, and I was like, you know what? I think this is a video that I should drop on the YouTube space as well. Just really going over like what it takes to be a full-time day trader. For those, I know there's a lot of people that's out there that's like, bro, like, if I'm about to quit my job, what do I need to have in place? How do I need to get everything situated so I can make this transition as smooth as possible for when I go full time? If that's you, if you're trying to figure out like what does a full time day trader look like, and we're not talking about no day in the life vlog. I'm talking about straight gems, straight going over like what does it really look like when it comes to bills, when it comes to applying for cars, houses, apartments, all these different variables, credit cards, whatever you need in your life right now as a day trader. When it really comes to this is my career, this is my job, what does this look like on paper, right? How do I navigate society as this is what I do for a living as an entrepreneur, as a day trader, right? This is for y'all, right? So I hope you guys really take notes. Hope you guys really enjoy this video. I don't think I'm going to add like anything extra into this vlog. I just wanted to make sure I drop some gem for y'all. So I'll get back to my like day in the life vlog soon, but for right now, I wanted to leave y'all with this. So hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys take notes. I got my phone right here because I want to make sure today I'm actually hitting my actual pinpoints. I could, if y'all already know how I talk, like people that's in the center chats and stuff, or people for y'all in the academy videos, I can literally go on a run with knowledge, going around with games. But this is just gonna be here for me, just to keep me on course with my flow of thoughts and my flow of how I want you guys to take your notes and just stay on track overall. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So as you can see by the title of the video, we will be focusing on transitioning to a full-time trader. What does that look like? What is my thoughts on that? How do you know when you're ready to become a full-time trader? And how you should actually go about becoming a full-time trader. Because it's one thing to say it, like, oh, like it's cool, hey, that you trade, you can go about your day, do whatever you want to do. But it's a lot more that goes into it besides just trading throughout the day, or trading throughout New York session and just being done for the day, right? You still got your bills, you still got your life, you still have different like a different approach of how you have to qualify for stuff, whether it's auto loans, whether it's trying to get approved for houses, whether it's like approving, showing that you have a qualified income to back up why somebody should lend you money, why somebody should approve you for this house, approve you for this property, approve you for a new rental home, whatever you choose to do, right? That requires some type of background check on your income verification, credit cards, whatever that looks like. I'm gonna go over all that today, giving you all the game on how I attack it and how you guys could potentially like attack it yourselves if you choose to become a full-time trader and step into this realm, step into this industry, step into like the 1% to 3% of people that's actually really doing this for real. Because a lot of people, there's nothing wrong with having a job on the side, having a full-time trader, but to really commit and really be a full-time trader, it is a big step. And first off, I just want to congratulate y'all, because if you're already thinking of this, if you're already way heavier game, you're already thinking of that now, that means you're starting to see the vision, you're starting to have a clear picture of, okay, I can make my same salary I'm making at my job through trading. And if you're getting to that point, this is just the beginning of that journey. And it's my job as y'all mentors to show y'all the ropes of how far y'all can truly go. So, first point I want to talk about, right? Let's see. First one, monthly expenses, right? So before, typically people used to say like save up to at least, I believe it used to be like 3 months worth of your monthly expenses before you decide to like travel somewhere. So people be like, oh, like before you move, or you're traveling to a new crib, or you're traveling out of state, out of the country. Well, out of country might be different, but some people say, oh, like save up to 3 to 6 months before you actually move out, or before you actually do your thing. Well, my recommendation is before you decide to go full-time trading, at least save up at least 6 months of your monthly expenses, if not 6 months to 12, right? So if it takes 6 months to a year of you saving up to make sure you can afford to be like good when you quit, so be it. And the reason behind this is because you don't gotta be a year. It could be me just dragging it. You really don't need a year, but 6 months is a long time, because it's like, okay, during this 6 months, you have to get used to not having a job. You have to get used to relearning how to spend, how to budget your money correctly, how to manage your trades differently now, because like you're working for yourself. You're the real definition of you're your own boss. You're your own person in charge. If you can't manage yourself, you can't manage your money, then it's no point in you stepping into this world, because you're gonna find out quick. Well, maybe probably not quick. A month or two in, you're gonna realize like, dang, I'm really spending a lot of money. I can't afford to lose on this trade. And then that's when the psychology of trading kicks in, where you're like, damn, I'm depending on this. I need to not over leverage. I need to over leverage. I gotta catch 1,500 pips on this trade. When realistically, if you was more calm and more relaxed and more collective, you'll be straight. You wouldn't be tripping. You're like, cool, I can catch 660 pips on this move. And then, okay, it's setting me up for the next setup. And now I'm gonna catch 1,200 pips on this move, right? So, first step number one, first thing I recommend, 6 months to a year. But 6 months is cool, and this is gonna allow you to have that money saved up. It's gonna have you have your savings account, your cushion that's gonna take care of your bills for the next 6 months. So that way, whatever money you have in your trading account, you're not stressing. You can actually trade comfortably, and you can actually be smart with your trades and not trying to risk more than what you could chew just because you know rent is due the next week or the next month or whatever that looks like, right? So after you save your money, this is step 2. After you save up your money, right, or during this period while you're saving up your money, I want you to find your favorite style of trading. I talked about this a lot in other videos. I'm gonna say it again. Find your favorite style of trading. Do you want to day trade? Do you want to be a swing trader? Do you want to be a scalper? Or do you want to be all three, right? Whatever that it looks like for you, that's what I want you to figure out during this period of while you're saving, or even afterwards, like really like set in stone, what style of trader do you want to become? Because once you do this, this is going to open the realm of which strategy do you want to focus on. It opens the realm of how disciplined do I want to be on the charts? How do I want to risk my trades? Do I want to trade during Tokyo session? Do I want to trade during New York? Do I want to trade during London? What am I most comfortable with based off of the pair that I'm trading, right? And like I said, that takes me to the next point too, where it's kind of like hand in hand. When we talk about figuring out the next pair we're trading, when we're talking about now we're using smart risk management, now it's time to go over what is my lot size looking like, right? I kind of wish I might figure out how I want to do this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna tag it into the charts. We're gonna slide out to the charts real quick, but I really want this video to be more so off the charts type of vibe, so that way you're not getting consumed with more chart content. But for right now, let's switch over to the charts and let's talk about it for a quick second. Alright, so the one and only US 30. Let's say, for example, when you finally decide that you want to save your account, you got 6 months money put up, or while you're doing this, while you're saving, you're like, you know what, I want to have at minimum $1,000 in my trading account. I wouldn't mind, like, if anything, I'll tell anybody, what's happening? I'll tell anybody $1,000 at minimum in your trading account before you get ready to go full time. $1,000 is more than enough. Obviously, if you have more money to play with, 10,000, 20,000, 25, 30, 40, 50, 100K, whatever you're most comfortable with, whatever you are in life right now, I recommend 1,000. Really, 500 is good enough too, because you'll soon learn, like, if you perfect your strategy or master your strategy and you're disciplined with your strategy, that is what you really, that is like the missing piece, the most important thing over everything that's going to guarantee that you have a long-term success with being a full-time trader, right? But let's say I have $1,000 in my account. For me, I personally am willing to risk anywhere between $100 to $200 per trade, right? So that's my personal risk that I look for. Or I'm cool, I'm comfortable with losing $200 to $100. Really, I'm comfortable with losing $300 because I understand my type of trades when it comes to me taking US 30. If I'm popping a dollar lot size, I'm making, right? So a dollar lot size for me on the Sways broker is equivalent to a 0.10. A 0.10 is equivalent to, like, if the market goes up 100 pips, I'm making $100 off of that move, right? So I'm gonna just say a dollar lot size, because I'm just go based off of how I'm actually trading with my broker, right? So let me actually stop tripping and actually mark this up correctly. So let's say this is actually perfect, because as I'm dropping this video, this is the analysis that came from last night's Sunday session. So Sunday, we was looking for the sales on US 30 around this beautiful resistance structure right here. Once it broke back inside this zone, this was the nice sell setup that you guys could have caught for this sell, right? Let's find my color so I can change this. So this is my entry, right? So for me, I am popping a dollar lot size. Me catching a dollar lot size for 1,200 pips, that is equivalent of me making $1,200 a day on the charts, right? But for us, this isn't for me. I don't trade just one trade a day, right? This is $1,200 for this move. And then if I'm using my Fibonacci tool, see how I'm combining my strategies? I see during the New York session, the market gave us a beautiful buy, which is a trade I called out. I called the buys out. We caught the amazing buys. And then it came back to our 61% and set me up for that same sell entry that I caught yesterday during during Tokyo session in London, right? So the second time, this is 1,200 pips right here. I could either go for 1,200 pips again, which will make me up 2,400 on the day, or I could have let this trade drop, in which it took off for 4,000 pips, and then I would have made literally $4,000 in a day off the markets. Now, let's come back to over here. Let's actually end this over here. Let me put this away. Now that we're back over here, look. That's just a quick example just to run through like how my thought process operates. I'm looking to catch. TP1 is already 300 pips. That'll be $360 or $300 depending on like whatever your take profit is actually set to, right? So if I decide to take only 2 trades a day with a $1,000 account, that is a quick $2,400 a day on the charts. Now there's 1 or 2 things I want you to understand, and I guess I should have said this while I was on the charts, but it's cool. Even though it is nice to have a profit goal, hear when I say this, even though it is nice to have a profit goal, sometimes the profit goal can set you back. And I want to, before I even get into this, let me make sure I'm not getting ahead of myself. Yes, I'm right on point. Thank goodness. I thought I was getting ahead of myself. Even though it's important to have a profit, I mean, it's nice to have a profit goal. Like, it's cool. I know I can make, okay, cool. I can make 6 figures off of this trade, or I can go for 300K off of this trade. But it's more important to understand where the market is going, right? So when we're catching reversals, the current market is in a downtrend right now. So this is actually perfect because today on New York session, the market was in a lower high setup. It was in a downtrend, but we were catching the reversals for the buys during New York, right? So during that moment, this was a perfect example of that because, cool, I could have scalped a move that went for 1,200 pips, and then I should have took profit, right? And then after that, that sell setup that we saw at the lower high is that second indication that I could take to go for the downtrend and not be greedy trying to catch a swing trade for the buy. Most people, or even me in the past, I would have been looking for swing trades on the buys, and I would have been trying to hit a home run with 100K for 100K profit instead of just taking profit on 50K, right? Or let me my phone. I'm going based off of where I would be at. Let me go back to, let's say if I had a $1,000 account. So if I had a $1,000 account, and instead of me making at least, because let's say for example I was trying to go for 2,000 pips. So instead of me making 2,000 pips, I could have just caught my regular 1,200 pips. But since I wanted to be greedy, me trying to risk for 2,000 would have made me miss out on $200, and then I would have lost on the trade because the market didn't go back for the downtrend. I want you guys to really fall in love with the strategy, fall in love with the process. It's the reason why whenever I'm sending out trades, or even when I talk about it in the academy, I never say, oh, it's going to do this. I always say, if the market does this, then we will do this. If the market breaks out of this, then we will take this setup. But if it does not break out of this, then we will focus on this trade right here. It's never a straight answer with me, only unless I'm really 100% confident that it's breaking out of the zone or we have a higher time frame confirmation. But realistically, when I'm feeling like the market is moving slow or consolidating or not doing what it needs to do, 9 times out of 10, that's because it's setting up for the continuation of the trend, or the market just might not be ready. So we just pay attention to what the market is showing us, and that's how you're going to win and be the most effective with like having more wins on the charts than losses. A lot of people, even in the academy, I could probably say this, raise your hand. I ain't gonna be able to see it, but how many of us in the past, we used to, every trade that we ever lost was because of greed. If you're one of my students, I know for a fact, I literally can say this with a fact, unless obviously you went in the wrong direction. In confidence, I know that every single one of us has been in profit before. Whenever I call a trade out, or whenever you're using the Sinner chat or the strategies that I teach you guys, you're in profit. But then greed gets in the back of your head. You see the money moving fast. You're like, oh snap, it's going up. It gotta keep going. It gotta keep doing this. It gotta keep doing that. It gotta keep pushing. And then all of a sudden it start reversing. Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna close if it come back here. Then it push faster. Then you're like, I ain't gonna close, I'm gonna hold it. Then it keeps going. I ain't gonna close, it gotta go back up. Then it comes back to break even. Now you're like, bro, I'm already at break even. I might as well hold the trade. I'm not gonna close this shit. Then now you're hitting stop loss. Instead of just taking profit when the market was back at the resistance level, when it told you that it was at resistance. Because you could have caught that resistance move. You could have took profit on that buy. Then you could have caught the sell resistance and you would have been an up dummy for the day. Or you could have just took profit on the buy and you could have been like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm not chilling. I'm chilling. I'm not gonna take the sales. I'm gonna be patient. There's so many opportunities where I personally don't take every trade for the day. Like today, I don't think I caught out. I seen the sales potentially coming. I knew there was a possibility because of where it was at. But I was like, you know what? Since it's moving slow, I don't even really feel like dealing with this today. I'm not gonna call this setup out. I'm gonna just let the market rock. And if it do what it do, it do what it do. Sure enough, today was one of those days where it did actually indeed break out of that. So am I a little hurt? Yes and no at the same time, because I'm not hurt because I matured enough through the phase of the fear of missing out. A lot of people has that phase of, dang, I gotta be on the charts 24/7. I don't want to miss out on this move, or I'm gonna be mad if I miss out on this move. And it's okay to be mad that you missed out on a move. We all have those emotions where it's like, dang, I missed out on a good opportunity, but it isn't the last opportunity. And that's what I want you guys to understand. That's what I want you guys to focus on. And if you understand that, then you would never worry about missing out on money or taking profit too early, because you're always making money. If there's ever a trade where we're up 360 pips, 660 pips, up 1,200 pips on a chart, one, always have that trailing stop loss and profit. But two, if we're up that much, we need to be grateful for that, because somebody out there that's like slaving and really working just to make $1,200 a week. And we have the opportunity to make $1,200 a day on the charts. You feel me? So keep that in mind. Right, so I'm gonna keep going. I want to make sure I'm still on track. We talked about lot size. We talked about risk management. Yep, profit stop loss goals, pip goals. Yep, give an example how psychology focus on profits. Yep, I went over that. We making good time. I feel like I'm doing good with my talking. Look at me. Let's see. Talk about understanding different times. This one, topic number 4, right? And then I'm gonna get into the sauce of what I'm really about to get y'all with. Topic number 4. Talk about the different understandings and different times of the month you could trade with certain news. Boom. Got you. We talked about, yep, I did. Actually, never mind, I hit this too. Talk about fears of missing out, but I am going to talk about the different times of the month. So there are different times in the month where you may find that you might profit better than others. Some people may find that they trade better during NFP week, and then the rest of the weeks just be kind of like suckish for them for some reason. Other people might find that I don't want to trade NFP week at all, and I do better the weeks after NFP week. Or you may find that there are certain news events, you know, y'all know I got my favorites, CPI news, unemployment news, core PPIs, flash manufacturing for GBP and US. What's another one I could think of on top of my head? It's really on the back of my head right now. Excuse me. Obviously, when Powell and all the speakers speak, it's been a while since they actually spoke, but we know in those beginning of the months, at the beginning of the year, there's always these conferences, always these meetings, monetary meetings that's going on that makes the market jump, right? All these different news can play out as big days in the market. And just like today, where the market took off of 4,500 pips off of US 30, that's going to be a game changer when it comes to you trading full time, right? So for me, how I approach things, and I don't think I'm getting ahead of myself right now as I'm switching over to this, how I approach things on the charts, the first 2 weeks of the month, or depending on the last 2 weeks of the month, whatever, regardless, there's always some form of a nice breakout for me. For some, well, that's because y'all know we mastered the skill. But like today, for example, let's use today for example. Let's say I pop, we're gonna go based off a $1,000 account, the dollar lot size I talked about. Cool, it dropped for 4,000 pips. Great, I just profited $4,500 on a day. Technically, depending on whatever your expenses are, I'm assuming, obviously some people that might have expenses $10,000 a month or up. If your expenses are no more than $4,000 a month, or let's say it's $5,000, whatever it is, within your first day, you just profited your whole monthly expenses. So that's great. So that means, cool, you took care of all your bills, you took care of all your expenses. Now these rest of the weeks, you can be a little bit more riskier. You can afford to have a little bit more space on the stop loss, or a little bit leniency to trade a little bit more aggressive, because you already took care of home first. You took care of your main expenses, your main bills. You budgeted out to, okay, cool, I just made $4,500 today. Bet. Let me at least put $3,500 up or I could put the whole 4,500 up if I want to, rinse and repeat. Leave my $1,000 account, do the same thing all over again. Or you can take 3,500 out, put it in your savings, and then the next day you go at it again and you attack the day the same way that you attacked it before. I'm only going for 1,200 pips here. I'm only going for 200 pips here. If it breaks out for 2,500, great, I'll hold this trade. But if not, I don't need to, right? And it's just like, just keep rinse and repeat. Follow that process of making sure your bills are taken care of first, because as long as those are always taken care of, trading becomes easier. There's less stress that you have to worry about on the back of your mind. And if I'm making 4,500 day one, in my head, I'm thinking, I still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to trade. That's 4 days this week. And then it's only October, it's the week of October 6th. I still got the week of the 13th, the week of the 20th, the week of the 27th, before the new month of the year in November even pop up. I got 3 to 4 weeks before next month. And I'm already up 4,500. I'm already over 100% return on investment for my initial deposit. And now that I got a $4,000 account, if I want to, and this is why I say discipline, depending on how you want to play it, you can risk more now. You can it's not over leverage anymore. You can leverage more. You can pop a higher lot size. So that one trade that I was originally going for $1,200, maybe I might decide to go a $2 lot. So instead of making $1,200 per trade, now I'm making $2,400 per trade. 2 trades a day, 24 plus 24, that's roughly what, 4,900. That's $5,000 a day off of a trade. And if I'm applying that approach, let me do the math for y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all how quick it can really scale up if you really like lock in with it for real. If I'm making $2,500 per trade, cool. 2,500 times 2, that's 5,000. 5,000. Let's say I'm only trading 2 days out of the week. I don't even gotta trade Monday through Friday. All I need is 2 days out the week where the market is doing exactly what I need to do, where it's going for the buys and when it's going for the sales. If I take 2 days out the week to trade, that's 2 trades a day. That's 5,000 a day. 5,000 times 2, that's $10,000 a week. 10,000 times 4, because it's 4 weeks in a month, that's $40,000 a month. And obviously, like I said, the more money you grow your account to, the more you can literally increase the lot size, and that $2,500 can go to $5,000 a trade, can go to $10,000 a trade, can go to $20K, $50K, $100K a trade. Now then you look up out of nowhere, you're making $200K a day out the charts. 2 times 5, that's literally what? What is 200,000 times 5? I'm gonna let y'all do the math. Then you do that times 4. Now you know how much you're bringing in a month. And literally before you know, I'm telling y'all this for a reason. Read between the lines of what I'm saying to y'all right now. So, I say all this to say, bro, really dedicate, really figure out whether you own your live account right now, whether you're still practicing, trying to figure out how to really structure it so you can go full time. Really do what you need to do to like set the motion, find your pip goal, and stick to it. Once you figure out your pip goal, then you just work on increasing your lot size. The pips aren't the problem, it's just your lot size. I can literally place a trade and just go for 100 pips and be good on the day if I really wanted to. I don't need to go for 200 pips no more. I just do it because it's fun and it's easy. That's crazy I'm saying. Like, it's literally a game to me now on the charts, because obviously I have more access to funds. I can do what I need to do now on the charts to make it do what the markets need to do. But let's actually step away from the charts, to step away from talking about the technical side of things, and let's really switch over to the business side of things, because this is a lot of things people don't really talk about, or I don't see people talking about on the net about it. Luckily for me, I have my own business, the DayTrader Academy. Obviously, this is a business I created to teach you guys how to trade, to teach you guys how to take trades from me, learn strategies, the whole nine, everything that I offer, right? For you, it can still be that same process. Maybe you guys want to open up your own academy, or you want to just recommend your friends and your family to my academy. Appreciate you. But you can actually still create an LLC within yourself, right? So we're talking LLC, we're talking S Corps. Yes, I'm not really a tax advisor or a financial advisor. I'm just telling you guys what I would do, or how I run my business, or how I do it for myself. So obviously I have my own business, right? You can go LLC, you can go S Corp. Once you make over, I believe, I want to say it's either 50,000 or 65,000. Once you start making a lot of money off the charts, when you start making a lot of money off your business, they recommend that you go to an S Corp corporation, so that way you can start taking better tax benefits than what you can do with an LLC, right? With the S Corp, you can start putting yourself on payroll, you can start giving yourself a salary. and this is where I say, like, this is where things get interesting, because I never in a million years where I thought about, like, dang, I'm putting my own self on my own salary. Like, I am an employee. I am a W-2 employee of Wealthy Traders Investment Group. I am literally my own boss. I am an employee of my business. And the reason why you want to structure it that way, because that way it's looking more legit, is because when you go to these apartments, when you go to these houses, when you go to apply for these cars, these nice cars, the credit cards and stuff, right? They're gonna ask you, are you employed? And specifically, let me focus on apartments and houses first. When you go for houses and apartments, they ask you, are you employed? If you don't have a full-time job, you're gonna say no. You're gonna say you're self-employed. When you tell them that you're self-employed, they're gonna want how many? I forgot how many. They're gonna want this. They're gonna want at least 2 years of bank statements showing proof that you can actually afford to live at this apartment. They need 2 years of your bank statements going back, showing your catalog, showing that you got the money coming in. And obviously, if you are trading how you're supposed to be trading, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You can. It's nothing just to show, like, look, I literally had 6 figures in my savings account the whole past 6 months of the quarter, or the whole year of the quarter. I'm not tripping that y'all want 2 years back. I got y'all. Look, my savings account is 10 times. Which y'all, by the time my lease is up, I can pay this off if I really wanted to right now. Hey, side note, I feel like that's the thing that they need to do. They need to find a way where I can just pay people should be able to pay their apartment up for a whole entire year if I choose to. Like, they do that in Dubai. I know they do it in other countries. But like the states need to have that same principle, because like then that alleviates the whole, you need to make 3 times the rent. I could just pay you up for rent and I cash out for the whole year. Leave me alone. Alright, they should make that a thing. But look, so that's option 1. You can go that route, or you can go the more simpler route by saying, yes, I have a job. I am an employee of my business. I pay myself out. I have a W-2. Literally, I have taxes. I have my W-2 taxes showing that I'm an employee. I have a paycheck. I have a legit pay stub, because most apartments, they ask for a pay stub. They have a legit pay stub showing them, look, this is the taxes that's being withheld out of my account. This is how much I'm getting paid every 2 weeks, or I'm getting paid every week. See, by being a boss, we don't have to get paid every 2 weeks. We can pay ourselves every Friday, every Thursday, every Monday, every Tuesday. Whenever you choose you want to get paid, you can set it up like that, structure your business like that, to where it's legit and showing, being able to show proof and documentation. It's all legal and it's all legit, showing them, okay, cool, he has a job. I can't write him as a self-employed. He's actually an employee of his job. He's an employee of his business. And you could take it even a step further by making yourself like a whole, you can really get super technical with it. Some people do it, some people don't. You can get super technical, write your own stuff up, a contract, like an offer letter and all, if you want to really get technical about it. But I don't even think that's really needed, especially with what we're doing. But before I do, I'm over here talking about, I didn't even give y'all the name of the company that I use. So the company that I'm using is ADP, ADP.com. They literally allow you to set up your business through them, and then you literally run payroll through their website, and then they'll help you file at the end of the year and that whole shebang bang, right? So that's more so on the S-Corp type. I know this may be, I probably just literally just exposed y'all to a lot of information right now, but I told y'all, the Wealthy Talk section, we're coming very different. I'm making sure that I'm giving y'all a game for real. I'm putting y'all up on the knowledge right now, so when you start to get into that mode, when you want to go full-time, you know exactly what you need to do. But if you're not ready to go salary yet, and you still need to just be in the LLC mode, because obviously both of these give you great tax benefits. Both of these will, we start talking about deductions, start learning how to write stuff off. That's a whole different topic. This is, like I said, this is literally beyond the charts and more so like business side of things. Obviously, like I said, I'm not a tax expert. These are just my little tricks that I do. If you want to talk to your own financial advisor about it, your own tax person about it, do that, right? But these were my original steps in the beginning that I took to set myself up, so that way I have no hiccups. Like, I'm glad I've always been like very mature. I'm very business minded. I was going into credit unions, they was looking like, wow, like you did everything yourself. Like, you have everything, all the documents, all the paperwork we needed. This is the smoothest concept that we ever had. Like, these people your age, they're not even, they don't have all the documents, or they usually, I think one lady told me, she was like, oh, people have somebody else signed up their LLC through a third party, or their escrow through a third party. Like, no, I did that myself. I own the rights to my domain. I am the creator of this LLC. I'm only It is a single member. It is a double member. However many people you want to put on. If you want to put your family under you, whatever, however you want to do it. Make sure you really structure it. Make sure you actually take it serious, and make sure you write down information, everything that you need, the whole nine. Right. So I believe that was the last of my notes for this segment. Right. So hopefully you guys gain some value from this Wealthy Talks video. Like I said, this is the first one of this month. I'm excited. Every week is going to be bangers just like this. Please, please, please leave. Ooh, you know what I should do? I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm going to just do it. And then y'all will see it when the time comes. But leave. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to find a way to add like a comment section under here. Let me know your thoughts down below. Or go to the community section. Let me know how y'all felt about the Wealthy Talks video. Let me know. I'm excited for my people that's actually taking that next step into becoming a full-time trader. I'm just ready. I'm just excited, bro. There's been a lot of people actually been telling me recently that they're starting to step over to the other side and making their progress to become a full-time trader. And right now, it's like the irony of me dropping this video at the time that I did. I feel like it's a better time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm gonna find a way to add a comment section under here. Feel free to drop those comments, questions down below. I answer as swiftly as I can. And until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.